Would you say they're archetypes for abundance?
Archetype and abundance together are just kind of delicious, two beautiful words that I feel we all want to find more resource for. So abundance itself, is of course such a key element that allows each individual, in a sense, to have their own personal relationship with abundance, and of course varying relationships dependent upon a person's willingness to receive and also to give. So it's a very powerful word. It's a very powerful concept, and we're all, I think, those of us who are walking a path of self-worth and self-enlightenment and inner sight and inner healing, are seeking this abundance and seeking to share abundance with the world. So there are a couple of archetypes that I feel are beautifully connected to abundance. One of them is found in our inner child card deck that connects fairy tales with the major arcana and also connects kind of myths and fables of childhood lore with the, you might say, more sophisticated adult interpretation of the tarot. The Queen of Hearts in traditional tarot was made to be St. Nicholas in our tarot deck. St. Nicholas may be associated primarily with Christmas in more of a Christian theme. However, St. Nicholas predates Christmas, so to speak, and sort of finds himself associated with Christmas because of the bearing of great gifts and compassion and generosity that St. Nicholas carried. Ultimately, St. Nicholas had many names before he was actually called St. Nicholas, and basically from the Scandinavian folkloric mythology comes Santa Claus, Klaus, and many other versions of St. Nicholas who morphed into many different archetypes. But yes, I think St. Nicholas makes a very beautiful archetype, even if we look at it from the standpoint of Christmas, for those who perhaps we can see it beyond the Christian Christmas motif, and just think of this character, Santa Claus, who has a huge bag of gifts on his back, flying through the sky to bring gifts and happiness to families around the globe. And this type of generosity and ultimately the beauty of the St. Nicholas, Santa Claus archetype also carries with it faith and believing in the idea that I believe in this abundance and I have faith that my dreams will come true, so to speak. Looking at that from a simplistic level and bringing that to a larger picture, it puts together certain components, I think, that accompany abundance: faith, belief, believing in, generosity, the spirit of goodness, compassion, all of those very important elements that morph into the word abundance. So that's the one that comes to mind. The Buddha, the laughing Buddha, especially the Potai, the Buddha with the big belly and arms held up over the head with that wonderful laugh on his face. And this was the Buddha of abundance, and that archetype is very important in Japan and also China, that there's this being of light and joy that if you rub his belly, good luck will come your way, and his big belly represents abundance. In a sense, the whole world is held within that, big belly, and represents fertility and, the seed of potential and this sort of thing. Potai, we do have the Laughing Buddha as an archetype in the Power Flower deck. He's connected to zinnia, and zinnia is a sunshine flower that heralds itself toward the light and abundantly grows upward, has many, many colors, and in a sense, it's part of the daisy family, and therefore it also holds the potential for greater focus. And for the zinnia, it's greater focus for happiness and abundance and, again, generosity and good feelings inside. So the Laughing Buddha is connected to the zinnia in the Power of Flower book deck set. We've accompanied an archetype with a flower, 32 flowers, and its primary archetype and healing properties as a means to understand not only the healing properties of flowers, but also the flower essence itself, and what the flower essence or the flower's healing properties can offer the human soul as a means to heal and prosper within. And so that's that deck. With the Triple Goddess Tarot, one card that comes to my mind is, with the abundance factor, would be the Wheel of Fortune, I think. The Wheel of Fortune in the Tarot is a card that I think is very much connected to abundance. It's connected to the planet Jupiter, and it's the number 10 card in the Tarot. And so, the Wheel of Fortune has a very nice message that also gives us a little bit of a warning about abundance as well. That is, discrimination and focus is also a very important aspect of our abundant nature. So the Wheel of Fortune can come up and be a warning, or it can be always a sign of opportunity. But the old adage, be careful what you wish for. And the Wheel of Fortune card can sometimes offer that, like, oh, there's so much abundance, but you don't want to get distracted by too much abundance, meaning over sort of the conveyor belt that's going by you and you think you have to take everything on it. There's certain discriminating factors that also tie into becoming, I think, effectively abundant. So the Wheel of Fortune is one of the archetypes, or one of the cards, and in the Triple Goddess Tarot, she's connected. It's the goddess the goddess of fortune and the goddess of opportunity, and she's depicted as a beautiful goddess sitting in a lotus position. And there's beautiful, radiant kind of rainbow arch around her, representing again the wheel of opportunity. And her you might say the yoni area of the female is a papaya, and it's the papaya represents has many seeds, but also papaya helps us digest. And so the energy there's this wheel of fortune around you, that how do we digest this opportunity? And yet within, of course, these opportunities are many, many seeds of potential. And so it's a matter of knowing that our body holds these seeds of potential, and that our goal then, if we're to prosper, become abundant, is to learn how to digest, in a sense, our experiences and to focus as we move forward and create further abundance with guidelines. But, it reminds me of the World card of the Tarot, which, in a sense, is, the blissful goddess, and she's dancing freely, but she's centered between the 4 fixed signs of the zodiac, which represent form. So the World card in itself is freedom and form, and she's ultimately abundant. This is the apex of the Tarot journey of the major arcana. Card 21, number 3, 2 plus 1 is 3, the ultimate goddess energy that she must have in order to be constructive, practical, and productive on Earth. She has to find her form. And again, to me, this is another aspect of abundance.